funds. That's what it shows, a sale deal. We'd have to look at all the mutual funds, whether you bought anything. No stock was bought.
Right, let me see, settle date, security number. Let's see if that's just.
Yeah, there you go. There.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Down to the next. Light bulb. New light bulb. No, that's not good enough. See, Dad, I wanted to get some film of you.
So,
I was like, I realized we don't have any. I was going through pictures, family pictures.
yeah.
Got all of Mom. You're always taking them, or you're always behind. The only picture we have of you is the five of us in the driveway of Charlie's. I was like, oh hell, that's crazy. So,
Cash, swift transfers.
They're off now?
yeah. Just- oh. So I was talking to April the other morning, and she's like, so Grandpa was in World War II, right? I'm like, yeah. And she goes, was that before or after Korean War? And I'm like, oh, that's terrible. That was before, dear. And then she was asking about the Berlin airlift.
Yeah.
So I didn't know what to tell her about your Berlin airlift days because I've never heard.
Mhm.
How many missions did you fly?
108,
108?
yeah.
Over what time frame? Like a year?
Well, it was about a year.
Did you do like multiples per day or something?
Say again?
How many missions would you fly on one day?
Oh, this was one every other day.
Okay.
We flew about 80, 100 hours a month.
Well, that's pretty light, isn't it?
Well, that's pretty heavy. But airline pilots do less than that.
Okay. What kind of planes were you flying?
C-54,
Always the same plane or whatever?
yeah. No, this different plane.
Whatever they had on the runway?
Whatever was ready, you went to get a loaded up airplane with supplies for Berlin.
Well, didn't you have to get used to each airplane? I mean, when you fly the same airplane, don't you get used to it?
You don't fly, you fly in one that's available that day out of maintenance.
Oh, I understand now. I'm just saying, isn't that kind of tricky?
No,
Okay.
they're very, very similar. There's no real difference in the airplanes. you're
Okay.
flying.
C-54?
It's like having say 5 Lexuses and driving the same model,
Okay, but is this C-54?
C-54,
What was that a 4-engine?
4-engine, yeah.
And so it's just a straight
Flew
cargo.
the same one in the Korean War, flew the Aleutian chain
Okay.
over to Japan and then Korea, whenever the Korean War broke out.
So where were you based at in the Korean War?
McCord Field, so they were deployed over to Shia, Japan.
Shia?
Shia,
Shia.
ASHIYA.
Okay. And then you flew from Ashia into Korea and back?
Yes.
Or we just,
We're stationed in Korea at all. We landed in Japan.
right,
Delivered supplies and rockets and so forth. People in the Korea.
So
come
men
back
and-
and land at your base.
so men and material from Ashia into theater and back?
Yeah.
How many missions did you fly there?
Well, it wasn't missions there. I had 360 combat hours. The hours were counted as combat hours.
Okay,
Over 360 hours.
wow.
That was
Yeah.
2 years, almost 2 years.
Yeah, let me show you something here.
I'll be right there.
Well, this has something to do with it.
What triggered April to look at?
Well, they're studying in school. They're studying in school. I didn't bring my glasses on here.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, here, you take it home.
I will.
Cool.
Yeah, she's studying all this in school, and I guess you know that book, the Roger.
Roger Freeman book.
Yeah, so she was looking at that, and then she realized you were in it. So Paul's already gone through this. I forgot to let April know about it, but Paul went through the Roger Freeman book. But I guess it's April's turn. She's now old enough to care. You know, when you're a little kid, it's all yeah. Now it's all interesting to her.
Do either one of them know that poem, the 10 Little Indians, or the
10 little 17s.
fortresses,
Yeah.
that he's one of the ones that was shot down?
No.
He's in that poem.
Oh, okay.
As I went to-
So you flew 15 missions in the Little Lass.
Yes, I flew other airplanes 2 times or 3 times.
Right. And it was Little Lass you were shot down in, right?
Yes, that was.
So
Mission before I shot down, well, the Denny of Poland got a big hole in my wing. That's the when I found another airplane.
yeah,
What was the name of that one was?
but you made it back with that plane.
Say again?
You flew that plane all the way back.
Yeah. The next I got shot down. The next mission I got shot down.
What caused the big hole in the wing?
Anti-aircraft.
Wasn't a fighter. It was anti-aircraft, ground-based anti-aircraft. Ground-based fire.
I'm trying to think. It was an anti-aircraft, I think.
Okay.
Made a hole, but not that big. Plane just flew along. Came back just normally.
Tough plane, huh?
Well, we had Tokyo tanks that the self-sealing. Whenever it got a hole in it, they seal up.
Oh. I didn't know they had such things.
That's why we went deep penetrations, and we had the Tokyo tanks in our B-17s.
As opposed to what plane?
Well, the plane hit just metal.
But what planes were those?
What's that?
What else would bomb? So you had the B-17, B-29?
No, B-29 was over in the Far East.
Okay.
Same plane, they just didn't have the Tokyo
That
tank.
replaced, that was the 44 or 45. The B-29s came into being.
So what other planes didn't have the Tokyo tank? Other 17s or?
Well, it was the beginning of the war, and the B-17, they had some without Tokyo tanks. They outfitted them all eventually.
Okay.
They were losing them so fast, they were replacing them off the production line.
Okay. So what made the Tokyo tank be designed? Why is it called the Tokyo tank?
Big extra distance to get to Tokyo.
So that was like with what Billy Mitchell did?
I don't know what. It's just a big rubberized tanks instead of inside the wings.
Okay.
And whenever the hole was made in one there, the sealant would come up there and seal in the fuel. Repair itself, in other words.
That's pretty handy.
Okay,
So on the armament on a B-17, you had 50 cals,
10, 50 caliber guns.
and how many? Like a chain of bullets is how many bullets? One magazine, I guess, or whatever you call it.
Well, the metal container was full of 50 caliber on belts
Right.
to feed into the gun.
So one belt, how many bullets?
Oh, gee. Several hundred. We carried about 4,000 rounds of ammunition on the B-17 when we took off on the mission. Almost as much weight of bombs and ammunition as bombs.
Really?
So we had to find our way in. We had no fighter escort in there so long. We were used really as fighter planes.
Okay.
In formation, we had a lower ball turret deal. We had an upper ball turret with 2 50s in each. Then we had 3 50s in the nose compartment, loose, individual mounts. We had 2 waist guns, 50s, going out each way. Then a tail gun with double 50s.
So the nose guns could turn independent of each other?
No, yes. Well, one of them, yes.
So 2 of them would turn one way and the other could rotate a second way?
Yeah.
Were there 2 guys in there?
Bombardier and navigator.
Oh, so they both manned the guns. Wow.
The engineer was up in the upper turret, the double turret. It'd swing around, come down, and shoot right straight ahead. When it fired, it almost shattered the glass and cracked the glass in the windshield.
In the cockpit?
The cockpit, yeah.
Why is that? Because of the sonic boom?
Just the vibration, I guess, of the guns going off.
Okay.
It just stopped.
So he wasn't supposed to fire low anymore.
Well,
So what planes would generally attack you from the German side?
Messerschmitt 109s. I got shot down. I had the 210, Messerschmitt twin engine Messerschmitt.
A 210?
One, let me stop thinking now.
Okay.
Trying to think how it was outfitted.
Well, a long time ago, I remember somebody came
Focke
over.
Wolf of the 190s.
Focke
It's
Wolf?
about one third or 1/4 of the Focke Wolf.
Okay.
The Messerschmitt 109 was our primary one attacking us. The 210 Messerschmitt had 2 fuselage bodies, like the P-38.
Okay.
That's how to
how
describe
about the
it.
ME 109s?
109 is a single engine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the Messerschmitt. That's what ME stands for.
Oh, okay.
When you got shot down, it was the twin fuselage plane that shot you down, right? Or shot,
Didn't shoot us down, they damaged us and we got out to the ocean, the North Sea, and the engine started failing.
so you put it down on purpose?
Yeah, well, we were gonna land it anyway. The engine was gonna hold up.
So putting it down out in the water versus the land, what was the decision there?
Running out of power.
Well, I mean, why wouldn't you have just put it down on the land?
Trying to get back to the base.
Okay. So once you got out over the water, you realized you weren't going to make it?
That's right, yeah.
Okay. And then how many people were still on board at that time?
7.
Almost the whole
3
crew.
bailed out over the target.
Did they make it?
Yeah, we all made it.
Okay.
The whole crew got to come out okay.
That's really lucky, isn't it?
You know? I think we're lucky to go out there without. The tail had a whole bunch of 30 caliber, the 30 caliber guns, target. 30 caliber guns was like made about 40 to 50 holes in the tail section.
And that guy didn't get hit?
When we're going down, there's puffs of smoke out like that. That was 20 millimeters going up like this and down. The 30 caliber got higher velocity, they were going lower. They got the tail, it just riddled the tail, and Connor survived all that without getting hit. But the 20 millimeters were aiming up over the airplane. Instead of hitting us, they were going out in front and exploding then.
And you would fly into it?
Flying away from coming from behind. They had 30 millimeter, 20 millimeter cannon. They would lob the shells. Instead of hitting us, it was going over us. The guy was probably slowed down and pulled his nose up to shoot at us, and he shot up over us. The 30 caliber were hitting the airplane.
Okay,
So that was 30 caliber. The same as your.
So you're lucky that the guy wasn't a good aim.
so it was the German pilot's error that probably...
I said they're probably trained. An experienced pilot would have knocked us down real quick.
Okay, because you couldn't maneuver.
I was going about 130, 40 miles an hour.
So you were a pretty big fat target.
So easy, should have been an easy target.
So when you landed in the water, how long were you in the water before you got picked up?
It was October 10th, and it's cold.
Yeah, I'm sure. It's the North Sea, right?
We were ditching the water down to the life rafts. We were about, I'd say about 20 miles out to the North Sea.
So did somebody mark your position and come pick you up, or was it just luck?
We got on the life rafts and realized it was October 10th. We put the balloon up, the whole antenna, hit our crank emergency radio, revs it up, start revving up, and broadcast the SOSs.
And they homed in on that, you
And a
think?
German minesweeper patrol boat came along, picked us up.
How long were you in the water?
From 4 o'clock in the afternoon to about 4 o'clock in the morning.
So
12 hours.
12 hours, wow. Pretty cold by then?
So I was wet. I went and got the emergency radio packet out of the tail section. So I was wet. I was a little chill.
So the radio probably helped save your life by even bringing the Germans there.
Well, I think in the morning they found us too.
Okay. So a long time ago, somebody came over from Norway or Dutch major, and you guys went down to the archives. Do I remember that right?
Oh yeah, I went down with Dick Lovelace.
Dick Lovelace.
And I saw my signature on some of the reports.
Yeah, you were telling me about that. Tell me what you saw when you went into the archives.
Well, they had our after the mission reports in there. who signed off on them, intelligence reports.
Okay.
They were all in there.
And Dick Lovelace is part of your old crew?
He was in another airplane.
Okay, I thought somebody came over from Europe and you.
He shot, well, no, there was a guy from Holland who was writing a book and wrote to us, and I gave him some information and pictures.
Okay, but you didn't take him down there. You went with Dick.
With Dick, that's right, Dick
Okay.
Lovell.
And what was Dick's reason for going down there?
He was a bombardier on another crew,
Right.
shot down just before I got shot down.
So
He was
October.
only over there a few days, he got shot down and bailed out over France, busted his leg up, survived.
And got out.
The French did not even go back because he had a broken leg.
Was he one of the ones that lived here in Leisure World?
Yeah, he's the one
You were a golf partner.
I was bringing my golf cart around. These guys says, POW. So, hey, you a POW? Yeah, where we at? Over in Starkville 3. Well, I was there also. What outfit are you in? 3 days bound. What's my outfit?
Wow, small world.
So we beat there and found out he was in our same group. Not the same squadron, but another squadron. And lasted there 3 days. I've never met him. I didn't know he's
So what Stalag were you in?
Luft 3.
Luft 3?
Stalag Luft 3.
And where was that in Sagan, Poland?
Sagan. It's now part of Poland.
It was Germany at the time?
Yeah, the German, Sagan, the Oder Dies River.
So when were you liberated, I guess, from the
About May 5th, May of 45.
May 5th of 45?
Yeah, about then.
And what was that like? I mean, what happened? You just woke up and they said, okay, you can go?
The German troops were retreating past us. Parts of Patton's army came through. There was 7th Army people attached to Patton for the drive. They came in up over the hill. Bunch of gunfire. Then they got some Germans in a cheese factory and shot them up, killed them. Got some of the SS troops there, and they took them out in the field and shot them. That's after the massacre, the Normandy massacre of our troops. They didn't take SS prisoners anymore. SS troops, the regular army they took prisoners. Well, then we heard gunfire. We ran out into the
Yard?
yard. No, it was gunfire. Shells, bullets were coming into the compound. So we dashed back into our room and laid down. Then they liberated us. This came in, took over. Then kept going.
They just let you go?
So we were sitting there with no food then, and so we had to just do forage around for a while. And after about one and a half to 2 days, then some American troops come in and took control again.
So what happened to the German guards?
They came to us for protection, because some of the tankers weren't taking prisoners. They were going after the SS troops. So the German guards came in and merged with us for protection.
Okay.
The war was over.
Yeah. So were you always in that one single position, or did they move you around as a prisoner of war?
Well, it moved us around. We were in Sagan, and the Russians started coming for us. And for a week, we heard the shells exploding, getting closer and closer and closer. And in February, it was very cold. It was dead in winter. We evacuated us from we marched 80 kilometers in the snow and ice to Springburg. got on the cattle cars and went on down to Moosburg in Bavaria.
Okay.
And that's where we were liberated from.
So from Sagan to Spermberg was 80 kilometers?
No. Spremberg was 80 kilometers from the camp in Sagan.
Right.
Then we got a
But you had to walk
cattle
that.
cars. We walked that far.
Okay.
Cattle cars in the train down several hundred miles to Moosburg.
Okay. So you were retreating into Germany.
That's where I lost my ring in Washington. Out and go to the restroom out in the field, wash my hands in the snow, and lost my ring. This just came off. This didn't have it. And my class ring. Let's just think of it. We had to wash it, you know, well,
Well, you'd lost a lot of weight, so it didn't fit anymore.
I lost weight because I ate some blanched almonds that weren't clean. We had diarrhea for about 2 weeks after we were liberated. And I looked like I one of the inmates of the concentration camp. I lost my, actually it was all right. I just had diarrhea for a while. And the Germans really treated us fairly well, except the last, when everyone was short of food. The German troops and the Americans.
But as far as treatment at Sagan and all the way to Moosburg, the guards were pretty fair.
Yeah. That's
So Moosburg was where you were liberated?
yes.
Okay. Because I was looking at it on a map and I couldn't figure out how Patton got all the way up to Sagan.
No, that was hundreds of miles away.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out.
It's down Bavaria, Lutzburg.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense now. I couldn't figure out how it all fit together. So when you...
Yeah, in my papers work, I have the story of the march to Springboro.
What was that like?
Well, it was 60 miles in snow and ice.
How long did that take?